just never know. I mean, arguably, most of the power is in the hands of the players, as it has been for some time. If they want to go transferred somewhere, there's not
Mm.
much really a club can do about it, even a contract, because they don't want a really unhappy player. So I don't know the answer to your question. It strikes me as crazy that Xavi Alonso, who used to play for Liverpool, of course, um, would phone up Slot if that's what you were saying, and say in 6 months, in other words, at the end of this season, come
Mm.
May June,
Mm.
I'm taking over. Now there have been a lot of rumours linking Alonso, who of course has been sacked by Real Madrid,
Madrid, yeah.
linking him with Liverpool. I don't know how well he did with Real Madrid. I think he obviously didn't do badly. But then, I mean, to sort of slightly go off subject, you can look at the Spanish league and you can say, well, there's two main clubs with one or two as well, no, well known, but it's Real Madrid, Barcelona. And hey, this is what we find. You got the super clubs, the rich clubs, and over there, I think the top clubs, are owned by massive corporations, so they've got a lot of clout. And then a lot of the clubs below will be feeder clubs. So if Real Madrid want someone, they'll get him. It's simple as that. And you
Mm.
could say we could look at Scotland over many years. I mean, okay, Rangers have been a bit more different because they lost points, etc., in recent
Mm.
times. But Celtic Rangers have dominated the Scottish Premiership for
Yeah.
many years.
Mhm.
I guess in France we look at PSG, and you could go around all these places and you see the Super Leagues sitting on top of the main Premier Leagues, or whatever they call them.
Mm.
And I think that's the case there. So I think Xabi Alonso did quite well, but I don't know why he was sacked. Perhaps he didn't do as well as they wanted him to. It doesn't always gel, does it? Not like
No.
Zinedine.
Mm.
Um, when he was there, he seemed to be the perfect manager. He was there for a while and he won everything. But I can't believe that if Alonso has been told by the hierarchy at Liverpool that they're taking him on any time, I can't believe he would then phone up Arne Slot and say, "Oh, I'm taking over from you," unless he was under the impression that Slot knew that he's been told you got to the end of the season and we're then taking on Xavi Alonso. Thanks for all you've done. You won the league for us last year, but that's not quite enough, as happened to Claudio Ranieri at Leicester
Mm.
um, 8, 9, 10 years ago, when he won the league, incredibly, the Premier League, and again the team was picked off, so he was sacked the next season because they were struggling, and so he must have assumed, Alonso, that Slot knew that, because I don't
Mm.
believe someone would be foolish enough, having been told, "Yeah, we want you as our next manager," to then assume that the current manager knows that. Now, maybe
Mm.
he would have assumed that, because there can be no other reason. He would never have phoned up and said that to Slot if he thought for a minute. As far as
Mm.
Slot's concerned, he won the Premier League last season, as he said. They've picked up this season. He loves the job there, and he's got another 18 months on his contract. So there's some bad communication going on somewhere, but that will put the cat amongst the pigeons at Liverpool, clearly,
Mm. Mm.
because what's Slot going to do? He's going to go to the owners, the CEO, say, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
And he got every right to do that, isn't he? To
Yeah.
be to hear from his successor, and he doesn't even know he's going,
Mm.
that he's losing his job. So it's going to be interesting to watch that one to see what happens.
It is, yeah. I'm quite surprised on that. Because when I read it, I thought, all right, okay. So because the article said the article said um Xabi Alonso has been linked to the Liverpool job
Yeah,
by multiple sources. I thought, but then when I saw that, I thought, hang on a minute, this is Slot responding to it. But anyway, yeah, it'll be interesting to watch, won't it? Now,
It will.
what's going on with Haaland? Because it's not the Haaland that we knew, is it? He's not scoring goals. It's not really. So I've got the statistics here. Um, so Erling Haaland has only scored one goal in his last 8 games, and that goal
Well,
was a penalty. It was a penalty.
yeah.
So we know Haaland, we know how good he is. But in 8 games, to have only scored one goal, which is a penalty, beggars belief, don't it? Um, Now,
Yeah.
what's important is what's happening with City at the moment, because they lost last night. They lost 3-1
Yeah.
actually.
3-1. They were 3-0 down as well.
Yeah. So
And
they lost.
have you ever heard of the club that beat them?
Yeah, Bob Glimt or something. Bodo Glimt.
But Boda Glint. Have you
Bodo
heard of them?
Glimt. No. This is
No. And they
this
beat
is a,
Man City 3-1.
yeah,
A Norwegian team, isn't it?
this
Norwegian
is
team.
yeah, this is even more surprising that Man City. So there's a start, and this start revolves around Rodri, because he was red carded last night, wasn't it, Rodri? I don't know
That's
if you
right. Yeah.
heard it. Yeah, so I didn't watch the match,
I
but
didn't watch it, but I didn't see it,
uh,
but I knew he'd gone. Yeah.
yeah, but I saw the highlight. So here's the start. So here's the start. It says Manchester City won 8 games in a row before Rodri returned from injury. All right. Okay, so they drew 3 games in a row since he returned, lost to Manchester United, and now lost to Bodo
Hello.
Glimt. Um,
Weird,
yeah,
isn't it?
so the game they did win was against Newcastle, which is an away game, when Rodri was benched. So when Rodri was benched, they won a game. Um, it all sounds like a conspiracy theory, don't it? But what do you make of that?
Well, what the first thing that comes to mind with that was that last season, I don't think he played at all last season, did he? He was out the whole season with a bad injury.
Yeah.
And I can remember, we certainly on here, we talked about it.